The Tubs, Cotton Crown. Pitchfork gave it a 7.4 and said on his Jangle Pop Group's second album, the former Joanna Gruesome singer finds unlikely inspiration in familial grief. Against his glum lyrics and cold-stricken voice, the music chugs along merrily. Yeah, it sounded like something from a Free Enemy tape from the 1980s. Could be a John Peel session. It's got that old jingle jangle 80s sound. You know, good old-fashioned indie band with an element of folk and no airs and graces. Strangely quite refreshing, actually, in his old schoolness. The Smiths is a really obvious comparison, but if you don't want obvious comparisons, don't sound so much like the Smiths. The guitar is certainly Johnny Marr-esque. You know, nobody quite sings like Morrissey, but there's a little bit of that in his voice. A quick Google says that they're Welsh, which makes sense. I guess they're from the UK. It's a sound that could only really come from there. But they're more Manic Street Preachers, I guess, than Super Furry Animals, or Shirley Bassey, who's also from there. Yeah, they sound like every band that I liked in the late 80s and 90s, and every band I was in a band that sounded very much like this. I'd like to think if we were still making music, though, we might have progressed a little bit. All well and good, but slightly disappointed with the songs on first listen. You know, I think if they were absolute crackers, the simpleness could really propel this into something special, but they simply seemed okay or pretty good. The odd punkier moment is actually what stood up. Chain Reaction and One More Day were the highlights for me, but all in all it jangled along nicely, and I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10.